Good Intentions podcast. It's your girl Queen Cass,
and it's your girl Giddy Love.
And we have one of our favorite guests, reoccurring guests. It's not even a guest anymore. Our producer,
just
so.
Right.
I guess so. Okay, I'm here.
Can you put the claps for yourself, King?
I got you. Okay, claps for me. Claps for me.
For us too.
For y'all too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Quick side note: my new favorite thing is to call black males king. Because you guys are strong and
ain't
powerful.
all strong and powerful.
I love you all, kings. Getting us rolling your eyes.
What's up? You don't think we kings getting us?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. You don't know some kings?
Yes.
Okay. You want to shout somebody out? What's going on?
Coronavirus. Shit's getting rich. So, y'all, day 17 of quarantine. My wax lady closed. Tia, my nail tech, canceled my appointment. My birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. My 25th birthday, you guys. My trip to Jamaica canceled.
Well, at least you'll remember this birthday.
And yo, fuck you. And I mean it, and I hope you felt it from the depth of my soul. A big fuck you.
That's what your birthday is saying.
Fuck you. That's what Corona said to me, bitch.
You thought you were going to have a 25th.
Oh, my God. You know what it was? This is God humbling me. Because I was going to act a fool. My birthday dress came in, y'all. It is so pretty for the brunch I was going to have, my surprise brunch.
A surprise brunch? How is you going to surprise yourself? What are you talking about?
She creates a chat and then leaves.
So I created a chat for my birthday in December with all my hopes, what I wanted. I wanted a trip. They figured out everything else. They planned everything, and I was just going to show up.
I don't think that's how it works.
It worked.
I don't think that
it worked because my flight was booked. I was going to be at Jamaica. And then for the brunch, I gave them 2 locations I would prefer. I gave them the guest list, and I would just show up. What's the problem?
You're controlling. That's the problem. That is not a good intention.
That is not growth.
I think...
That is not... Well, you got to do the pause. That is not growth.
God was like, nah, she got to be taken down multiple notches. And I hear you, God. So now I'm letting whatever happens. I just hope like restaurants are open by the time for my birthday.
I just want to go back to work, sadly.
Do you? I'm not going to lie. I miss my babies.
Yeah.
I know it's fuck them kids, but I miss them. I hope they're okay.
I want to go back to my life.
Yeah.
And it's like so weird because I'm a homebody. I love being at home. But I don't want to be home. Like, no, you can't make me stay home. I want to be home because I want to be home.
Mm-hmm.
And not because it's like this whole shit is going on now. And
it was like all these plans I canceled on previously. I'm like, dang, never will I back out of a plan no more. We're social creatures. We are. I am. As much as I act like I'm not, this is hard.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's good. Well, for right now, it's good. Yeah. I needed this break, I think, like just to kind of, relax, revamp, recharge batteries. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure, like, by tomorrow, I'm going to be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just the unknown, just not knowing when we're going to get back to, like, our regular lives, not knowing when we're going to be able to go to work, when these places are going to reopen. That's what's driving me crazy and, like, setting my anxiety, like, through the roof. I'm just like, I can't do this.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and just imagine, like, those people who are living paycheck to paycheck. Like, I mean, single moms with multiple kids and, like.
And I just want to give a big shout out right now. If you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're working at hospital, social workers, if you're working in fast food industry, if you're working in restaurants, you guys are
grocery stores.
Grocery stores.
Sure.
Gas stations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you guys so much for your service. I don't even have the words to tell you guys how much you guys are appreciated and so important right now.
Yeah, without them, the world doesn't work.
Girl.
We go into fucking
garbage. The people who come and pick up the garbage. Postman, post-mail persons. You had to be politically correct.
Post-person.
Like, thank you guys so much for literally your service. You're risking your lives, to be honest, out here for us, and we're so grateful.
For sure. Big shout out to them, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guidance counselors and the therapists.
Oh,
and,
Lord.
you know, you gotta call up the kids, right? Y'all.
Unfortunately,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's some kids like I'm genuinely worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I know for a fact they're getting abused right now. For a fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, because for a lot of the kids that we work with, school is like an escape.
Yeah.
So now them having to be home all day with the abuser. Yeah, that's really tough.
And you know, kids are annoying. They are. No, and I mean it in the best way. So imagine being stuck in the house with a child. Like we were talking about it earlier. You get frustrated easy. I get frustrated with my kids after like 2-3 hours with them. Imagine like the whole time. And as a parent, you'll snap, bitch.
Dude. Like, personal experience, I'm telling you, like, Skylar has never been so clingy before. Like, from the time I went to Naples on Monday, she's been, like, stuck to me. Only time I get a break is when she sleep. And that's, like, in the mornings before she wakes up, her nap time, and when she goes to sleep. For
more power to you.
No, that's why I'm here. I needed a break, but, like, I'm the type of parent that's not afraid to say I need a break. So I told my mom, I was like, y'all do what y'all want with y'all grandchild, but I'm coming back here to my apartment and do laundry and just do nothing because I need a break.
If you didn't have that like option, what would you think you would do? Like, what would be something you would do? Because I'm thinking about like the single moms who can't just drop off their kids. Like, what would you say to them?
It's really frustrating. It's so funny because I was practicing self-care this morning and I took like a long shower or whatever. And in the shower, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the reason why I broke up with her dad. Because when I first had her, and mentally I wasn't prepared. Like that change, it happened like instantly. So it's like I couldn't get away from her or her dad. Like I was with them all day, every day. And I'm not that type of person. I can't be around somebody too long.
Right.
I get easily annoyed, frustrated. Like I can't do it. So I was just like, okay, like, I was going crazy. But this morning I was like, oh my gosh, it made sense. Like I couldn't be around him and her like all day, every day. And not saying that I don't love her, you know?
Right.
I still love her. That's still my daughter, whatever. But you have to be able to, for your own sanity, remove yourself from certain situations. So I really feel for people who don't have that option to just drop the child off with grandma or with the dad or with somebody, you know? That will really drive me crazy. So I really feel for them.
So what are some tips would you give to the single? Because even me, I'm trying to think like, what would I do?
Take long showers.
Take long showers.
I take long showers.
During their
I
nap
go,
time.
yeah, I go in the bathroom. I shut the door and I like scream. I'm like, ah! Oh my gosh. I talk to my therapist. I talk to my friends, and I just know when I'm reaching that point when I need a break.
Right.
So I always I'm like, all right, you got to go to grandma this weekend, and I get so excited. So for me, when it's like during the week and she's just really going crazy, I take long showers when she's sleeping. And sometimes she's able to like feel that I'm not myself. And I'm like, Sky, just give me a moment, please. Sometimes she'll listen. Sometimes. So
Yeah.
it's tough out here in these streets, man.
I think this quarantine, this pandemic or whatever, it showed us a lot about our society. About what we value, what we think is important, and what kind of fucking greedy individuals people are. Like the way people are going in the stores and
fighting for
toilet paper. There's no bread.
I don't get the toilet paper thing. Do y'all understand it?
I don't quite get it either.
I don't get it.
I mean,
but I think it's because like how I was raised. Like my mom, when she goes grocery shopping, she goes to BJ and just always
stocks up. Yeah.
Right. So we're not having that issue.
Because me and Dorothy, we went to the supermarket, right, and all the toilet paper is gone, all the water is gone, but all the medicine is still there.
Water, I understand.
But I'm saying all the medicine that stops you from getting sick.
Right. And even like I saw this one tweet, and it was like, you know, all the ginger, all the fruit, the produce that could keep you from getting sick are still there. And then someone was like, oh, because we want all the non-perishable, but your fridge is still going to work. Your fridge is working. You have electricity. So, and the grocery store is still going to be open. So, I don't know. People, it just shows you mass hysteria and propaganda, because this is not that big of a deal, but the way the media is portraying it is definitely.
Right.
And I wonder why.
Well, what else are they going to talk about?
True.
The election. This is all a plot to
Lord.
keep the black.
The brother, man.
No,
talk to
but
me.
you know, I was.
What's today's mathematics, brother?
Yeah.
I saw somewhere they're like every election there's like a new disease, a new something that comes out, and
I don't know if I really believe in that, but we have to talk about voter suppressions with all these college kids not being able to vote, because now they're not. When you vote, you have to vote where you're registered to vote, and a lot of them are registered to vote on their college campus, that county. If you go back home, wherever home is, you can't vote there. You're not voting. Y'all think about this shit. Coronavirus was created.
Stay woke, brother. Stay woke, brother.
Listen, they don't want the black vote, but we're never going to succeed. But we joke about it, but there's certain things we have to see what the effects is. And for us as social workers, mental health professionals, we have to look at what the consequence of this is going to be 10 years from now. We're going to see more cases of depression, of bipolar disorders. Imagine people who have PTSD right now, living quarantined in one house. Things like that. People with real mental health issues right now are not okay.
right. Shoot, I'm not okay.
I know.
We were just talking about that in the car. Like, my anxiety has gone like
Through the roof. Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, I have a problem with things that are not in my control. That's like my biggest problem. I'm aware of it. And I'm like working through it. That's why now I'm like, I need to go back to work. And it's not because I really want to be at work. It's just that now you're telling me I need to be home.
Yeah.
I don't want to be home. I need to go back to work. And I had to cancel my therapy session on Wednesday because, you know, I'm in Naples, whatever.
Coronavirus.
And I'm like, really? I can't wait till this is all over and I'm back here and I go see my therapist. She's going to have a lot to deal with that first session back. But I'm like, it's really driving me insane.
Yeah.
But I'm aware of it, so I'm like actively trying to like control it and whatnot. But yeah.
And it's going to be a new normal now. Like, things are not going to go back to what they were. You think so?
I rebuke that.
I don't know if it's
Why do you think that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a good or bad thing, but I think things are going to be different now. I think we see how our system is set up now. I think we're going to be asking for changes. You don't think so?
I don't know if it's gonna make that big of a change. I don't know. I don't know. Because I mean, nothing's really changing because of the virus. We just have to stay home. I guess, right?
I don't know.
And we can't go to work. Well, it does.
I think maybe she's looking at it from like a deeper.
I think so. I think, but even something so simple as now our new what's the word I'm looking for? Like our new hygiene concerns. I feel like now there's going to be newer, better cleaning system in place, which should have already been in place. If that makes sense.
Oh, I get what
a lot of the stuff that they're doing, they should have been doing. As
Right.
far as
Right. True.
Right.
Okay.
Even like the airplanes. Oh, we're taking extra safety concerns. We're wiping down the airplane every night. So you mean to tell me you weren't doing that?
Yeah. Even I saw a video about in New York the subways.
Yeah. Those are things that when you think about it should have been done
Right.
regularly. I see people even on Twitter. Oh, now they're gonna flush. You know those bathroom with that silver handle. It's like
Don't they all have it?
I don't have to explain it, but it's like it stands up, and you could sometimes use your
at
foot.
schools.
Oh,
At
okay,
schools,
okay.
the
Yeah,
school
people
bathroom.
like, oh,
yeah.
that's how I flush it. How are you flushing it before? That's how I flushed it.
Yeah,
With
that's
my
how I
foot.
flush.
People are like, oh, that's
they been using their
Like,
hands.
I'm gonna start washing my hands. What do you mean start?
Did you guys see Adrienne Ballon when she?
Yeah, Adrienne Ballon. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not seen
She's
it. No.
Let me tell you, and this is
disgusting.
disgusting. Get ready. She says when she's at home, when she's done with the bathroom, it don't matter if it's number 1 or 2.
She
She
doesn't
does not wash her hands after.
What made her say this?
on
Why?
national TV.
For what? For why?
I guess they were talking about like hygiene or whatnot, and then she was just like, "Well, I don't touch my cheeks."
Yeah,
She's
and
like,
she said-
"The tissue is what."
And she said, and it's in my house. My house is clean. After number 2ing,
What?
That's salop.
bro, we was disgusted.
Number 1 or 2, that's just salop.
That
You
was
have to wash your hands. What?
you
That's
had,
crazy.
and she was like, "Oh, my immune system is so strong, sis."
Certain things you just keep to yourself. Like if you
Sis.
know you don't wash your hands after, just keep that to yourself.
Right.
There was no need for you
I
to
was
share
there,
that.
and she was proud of it.
She
too.
was, yeah.
I was disgusted. She could have kept, like you said, kept that to yourself.
She's a white lady, huh? This is a white lady?
Adrienne Bailon,
She
whatever.
used
You know
to
her.
date Rob Kardashian.
You're giving me nothing.
Cheetah Girls.
You're giving me nothing.
3LW.
More nothing.
Well, I don't know.
Let me
Use your
show you a
phone.
Is she white or black?
She's in the middle.
She's Spanish.
Oh, she's Spanish. Okay.
Let me show you a picture, child. You know who she is.
You do.
She dirty. Dirty mouth. Clean it up. Or a bit. Whatever. She.
Oh,
She-
she's on
the
thing
the
with
real.
the real. She's on the real.
Oh, we should have said
The
that.
real, yes.
That's
yes.
what
That's my
it-
show. I like that show. They keep it real.
Barely.
Have y'all seen the thing with the Florida commissioner calling out the mayor?
Oh yeah.
That thing is crazy.
Gatherings. We could have closed the beach. We could have put a moratorium on
I recessed the
utility
meeting.
shutoffs.
I recessed.
Also not within your power, and the attorney has held that that's true. You came up with new rules at the beginning of the meeting, and then you didn't even want to follow the rules that you came up with.
You threw on that.
I don't care anything about this. We should have been talking about this last week.
Can we?
We cut off people's utilities this week and made them pay what could have been their last check to us to turn their lights on in a global health pandemic. But you don't care about that, and you didn't want to meet. But every other year, you go around and beg people for their votes.
Can we explain
But
the
you care
recess?
more about your relationship with that guy than you care about the relationship with the people who don't go to work in this building.
Order. You were done. You were done.
Man. Sheesh, that was heavy, man. And pretty much in that, did y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Pretty much in that, like, he was just saying, like, people, like, they already knew this was about to happen.
Yes,
already
we
knew this
were
was about to
talking
happen.
about that before. I had seen one thing on Twitter, and I remember because we work in a school, so like when teachers are out, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a period in December. I don't know if you remember Gidna had the flu as well.
Gidna?
Why are we saying
Gidna, what's going Should we quarantine?
But it was a period like right before the break, teachers and students were sick with the flu. And I'm talking about like it was heavy flu. Like one teacher was out for 2 weeks. Another one for like was like a week. And they were saying that even back then that was coronavirus. Yeah.
Wow.
And I remember because Gidna was
Why
sick.
are we doing this right now?
I'm just kidding.
She was coughing,
She
though.
remember?
I remember.
Let me check her text messages because she said she had the flu and she couldn't. No, but because this was known and some people, some government officials already dumped and everything because they knew it was coming. Bioterrorism is real, guys. It's real.
Oh my God.
Some
There she go
people,
again. Go
natural
ahead.
selection at its finest,
Natural selection.
enhanced by bioterrorism. All the old people are dying. Okay, we don't need them anymore. I'm just talking shit.
Conspiracy Cassie
Right.
strikes again.
Maybe I should have a segment. Today's conspiracy is brought to you by Tax Code. I'm just kidding. Oh my God! I just got it.
Hilarious, man. But it just made me think about all the people who just live check to check again. Like it's just so sad.
And all the people who have gotten laid off.
Yeah. Lost their jobs all together. Man, hey, y'all should donate.
I work for a nonprofit. We will try to see how we can assist the people in the Palm Beach communities.
I mean, like out of your pocket, because I ain't got.
I
it.
work for a nonprofit.
Man.
We will see how we can help.
One thing that I've seen, and I don't know how I feel about it, is people talking about how, the earth is getting cleaner. There's less pollution. I don't know if you've seen that. So, like in Venice, where they usually do the gondola rides, whatever, the little boat ride.
Oh,
that
the gondola rides,
Yeah. So, usually the water is mad. Shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, the gondola rides. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? When they go to Venice and they're on the boat?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Just keep going. Somebody will know what you're
Can I
talking
tell
about.
y'all, people do this to me all the time.
Okay, keep going. Somebody will know.
So, like, the water is cleaner now. There's fishes there. There's dolphins.
Oh, wow.
There's less pollution. Like, they showed the screen over China. China's usually very polluted. They wear the mask. It's less pollution. And people are talking about how good this is for the earth. But people are dying. People are losing their job. I don't know.
Did you guys see the thing about
Go ahead.
the martial law?
What happened?
Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
Martial law, yeah.
So I'm like kind of freaked out a little too because I didn't like really sit there and read much about it, but I'm a spiritual person. I would like to think, and just I was doing a little bit of reading, whatever, and they're like, this is like the start of like the mark of the beast and whatnot. Have you guys started looking into that? Look at your face.
Conspiracy getting them. Starts again.
No, but stuff, sometimes it makes sense.
Talk to us. Keep going. I want to hear it.
No,
I'm interested.
you know. You're annoying. No.
Mark of the Beast, okay.
I feel like Thanos was onto something. This is the new.
The new snap. Somebody snapped. Trump snapped his fingers.
But think about it. This is what he was talking about. We don't need all these people living on
Oh
Earth.
my God, here you go.
I'm not going to lie. I wish y'all could see me do my think face.
So you don't think they're trying to mark people with the...
No, I
wait,
think
you hear
they're just sick.
Carrie Hilson and her 5G. Y'all seen that?
No.
She said coronavirus was created by the 5G on her
Oh my
phones.
God.
That's not a good theory. Your
What?
theory has to be realistic and it has to make sense.
Yes.
Bioterrorism makes sense.
Oh,
I guess.
mark of the
Cassie.
beast?
I
makes
guess getting
sense.
it. I guess.
Share
Or it could
below.
just be a virus. It just could be a
Created by who?
virus.
Created by whom?
Mother Nature.
Also known as the government big
Oh
brother.
my God.
Mother Nature is the new big brother.
I gotta have a drop. Conspiracy Cassie. Conspiracy Cassie.
Oh Lord, but I mean, so let's talk about what we've been doing self-care because this is a great time, as much as it sucks, to really reevaluate what we're doing, our goals, what's important to us, definitely what's important to us, and how we take care of ourselves. So what have you guys been doing as far as self-care and bettering yourself?
I've been on IG all day, every day.
Scrolling. Them thumbs strong.
I've actually watched like every single follower's story.
Even the ones you have muted?
I watched everyone.
Oh, it was all going. It was just blank up there?
Bro.
I've never seen that before. Wow.
The other day I spent like 6 hours on IG and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm losing it.
Yeah, man, you gotta just meditate. Put the phones away, guys.
No,
Put them in
not
the
when
other
you,
room.
not when you have a little kid. Mama,
You
mama.
gotta teach her how to meditate. So sit down, cross your legs.
No, she wanted to be under me. I'm like, okay.
Man, I went hiking.
Ooh,
That's really
tell us
good.
about
Yeah,
that.
tell us more.
It sucked. I was on my white people's ish, but it's not for us. Me and Dorothy went, and it's not for us.
Why not?
We hiked about 5 miles, and the crazy part is we didn't know where we were, so we were just walking.
Did you feel good after?
I felt like I worked out. My legs shaking.
That's good.
It's fine, I guess. I don't know, man.
I took a
What about you, Cass? What are you doing for self-care?
I wasn't done.
Oh, your IG. Go ahead. Tell us more about Twitter. Twitter this time. Go ahead.
No. For self-care, really, though, like I told you guys before, I love showers. So I had, like, a week ago, or no, 2 weeks ago, I purchased, like, a whole bunch of new products and stuff because I like the little body scrubs and all these different things. So this morning, I literally took like a 2-hour shower. And I'm not even done yet because I got to wash my hair. So once this is done, I got to wash my hair and then do the whole process over again. So that really helps me. And I have compa play in the background. It's just like so beautiful, so serene.
It's soothing.
Yes.
I like to cook. I like to cook. So, like, meal prepping still.
Where's this cooking there?
Oh, it's in the refrigerator.
Okay, but we're
Meal
about
prep.
to eat after that.
It's like, all right, but I like to meal prep, just cooking, clean up the house, things
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a
Just
good time to
spring
clean
cleaning,
up.
Corona cleaning. Yeah,
Hey,
there you go.
That's good.
you need to trademark that right now.
Trademark
Corona
it.
cleaning.
Got you.
And I juice too. Every morning I juice.
Yeah, I think just doing those little things that we usually don't get to.
Right.
Just doing those little things, just making it an essential part of what we're doing.
So one thing, I don't know if you guys know, but I've been going to the gym for the last month and a half. Miserable. But so now the gym is closed. I started doing some home workouts, and that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like, my day is so much different when I don't work out and when I do work out. When I work out, I have energy. I'm cleaning. I'm doing stuff. When I don't work out, bitch, I be in bed all day. 9 p.m., take a shower, and then go back in bed. But like you said, it's doing those little things. Like the other day, I made French toast. That was nice. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
man, I still got it. And I also found there's a bunch of free trainings online right now that are available. So this is a great time to educate yourself and take advantage of all these free resources.
You forgot the word of it.
Yeah, bitch, I was like,
I'm not
yeah,
mad at it.
so
So in this time, let me ask you this: say that you're just starting to talk to somebody. Does it kind of end like y'all just like?
This
like,
is the best time to see if y'all really fuck with each other because you guys have your phone all the time.
So it's like extra talking.
Yeah, I mean, like now you could play games. 21 questions. Would you rather?
Do they come over? I read a meme. It was like, now we gonna see who really decides chicken and main chick.
Okay, so I'll give some tips before we close out during Corona. Get off social media for at least an hour. Stop watching the news.
Getting up.
Stop.
What else am I gonna do? Read a book?
Read a book.
Yes.
I was literally about to say the next thing.
I'm joking. No, I did start reading a book.
Read a book.
Okay. What else, Cassie?
Read a book. Do some new hobbies.
Play with your kids. Talk to
Say
them.
something else.
know
Talk to them, you know.
Right.
Really get to know them. For those who have kids, you know, connect with them at a deeper level, you know. Yeah. Any tips, Jesse?
Have sex. Have a lot of sex. It increases endorphins and, you know, gets your mind off what's going on. A lot of sex.
And that's like,
And that's it. What it is.
and that's, oh, we have a listener question we need to answer.
Oh, go ahead. This is a good one. Go ahead.
Okay. You guys, this is a letter from one of our listeners. And we're going to answer it, and I want you guys to also give our feedback. So we're going to post it as well on our page. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. So, our listener says, I loved your most recent podcast. Thanks, my good sis.
Thank you.
I want to know how to deal with my most recent experience with a former Haitian coworker. He cheated on his wife 8 years. Now he moves like the best husband ever and denies ever being with me. What should I do?
Go ahead, Cass.
So is she cheating with him? Like they were cheating together, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead, Cass.
One thing, honestly, my good sis, my great fellow listener to our podcast, what do you expect him to do? He's married, right? I think whenever marriage to me is a big, I believe in marriage and the sacred sanctity, whatever. And I think whenever you get into whatever relationship that comes with a married person, at least for me, I would never mess with married. Delete that part. 'Cause I don't want to shame her. I don't want to shame her.
Okay.
But I think when you're messing with someone who's married, you understand that they're not going to leave their wife.
I would like to see more details. I don't know what's going on. She left out a lot of stuff. Like, did he say that he was going to leave her?
Yeah.
Are they together, like living in the same house? Like, what's going on, really?
I think he's just got to take that L and move on.
Well, I think she should fight for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Woman to woman. What y'all said? Woman to woman. Call her
ain't
up.
no Barbara and Shirley shit happening.
Not to a married woman.
Yeah, like what are you fighting about? But I would like to thank her for her bravery and honesty for sharing with us whatnot. But like Cassie said, you understood what it was from the very beginning, you know, and you knew your position.
True.
So it's like maybe he just felt bad afterwards and he just want to change his ways. So that's probably why he's portraying being the perfect husband now, because people do sometimes like feel bad and it's like, okay, why did I do that if, you know, my wife is giving me everything I need? Granted, we don't know the backstory.
Right.
We don't know how it started or what happened, you know? So I would just say, like, as sad and as hurtful it may be for her, just take your L and move on.
Yeah.
So,
and
like,
let it be a lesson.
So you think like he just cut her off, like no
I don't
talking
know.
or anything? Which
And maybe like he got caught, you know, and his wife was like, you know, if you give him an ultimatum, once again, he's married. His loyalty is to his wife no matter what. And they made a vow for better or for worse.
True.
Yeah, it's
Simple
a hard position to be in. It's a hard predicament to be in, but I mean,
my good sis, you knew he was married before. Like, that's what's so important when you get into these relationships. You know the reality. He's a married man.
you knew what you were signing up for. So,
there it is.
I mean, y'all let us know what you think of the situation.
because we'll post it as well on our page after this episode drops, so y'all could comment and let us know. Do you have different advice?
Have you been with a married man or woman?
Yeah. Me? No, I have not.
Damn, Cass, that's crazy, Cass.
No, I have
Cass
not.
in here shaking her head.
No.
Yes. I don't know about y'all, but I see her in here getting it right.
Yeah.
She in here.
Yeah.
She's a home wrecker.
No.
Home wrecker, Cass.
I'm conspiracy Cassie. Bring that back. No.
AKA home wrecker.
No, that's one thing that's always been.
Yeah.
If you married, man, you really off limit.
What about in a relationship?
Yeah, y'all not married.
If you ain't married, you single.
Yeah, you are. But I'm not messing with people who are in a relationship either. But only because I don't want to get my feelings hurt. And that's not right. But marriage, that's a big fish that I don't want to fry.
True. I ain't mad at that.
So I hope we answered your question, your concern, and you got something out of it.
Oh, it's so sad. It's like everybody's staying indoors, and then he's probably with his wife. Cut that off.
Cut it out. You miserable. Cut it out. Thank you guys for listening to the
Thank you guys for listening to the Good Intentions podcast.
Don't forget to follow me at QueenCast_X3.
And me at GettyLoveJ1.
And me at Just Too Right.
And don't forget to follow our page at Good Intentions Pod, where we'll be posting all the juiciness. Bye.
Toodles.
Shit is real. Shit is getting real. Shit is real. Shit is real. Coronavirus.